Hi guys, Alice Taylor down here at Lytham Golf Academy, and today we're going to take a little look at Callaway's two current offerings for irons, or two of the offerings. We're going to compare the Steelhead XR against the new Epic iron. Now for me, both of these are irons that hit it a long way, but the general consensus from Callaway is that Epic's their best all-round performing iron. Now we're going to hit 5 real balls with each iron on GC Quad. We're going to look at some numbers. I'm going to talk about kind of what is overall performance and would it warrant on the performance you spending the extra amount on the Epic over the Steelhead XR. So like I said, both these clubs hit it a long way. I'm going to use the same shaft for both. So I've got the Project X LZ 6.0. We're going to go Steelhead XR first. I've done separate reviews on both irons, so we're not going to get into the technology in the heads. But like I said, both of these irons hit it a long way. And for anyone looking for more distance, these are probably irons that you've either tried or will or should be trying. So let's go XR Steelhead first. The one thing I do remember with these, and that first shot is very evident, very loud off the face, you know, really for an iron, a lot of sound there, and I think they feel quite hard as a result of that. I mean, that went forever, but let's keep going. I mean, thick top line. Most of the irons that hit it a long way now are designed to look a bit like that. But I would say quite a distinctive noise as well. Can't think of any other irons on the market currently that make quite this noise, and been very popular. I mean, we've sold a lot of this stuff down at Lytham Golf Academy. And I know it maybe always sounds a little bit different in the driving range, but yeah, they are noisy. And as ever, got ball speeds coming up here, so you can see with a 7 iron, you know, I'm swinging around 92 mile an hour, but some good ball speed with a 7 iron. Get another solid one. One final one, and then we'll switch over onto Epic. And yeah, I mean, incredibly easy to hit. The way the head's designed, you know, big sweet spots, quick ball speeds, you know, it's about getting a lot of distance with this model. So let's take the head off this one and let's put the Epic. And there's been a lot of kind of, I think, opinions voiced about Epic. Not so much around performance, but possibly more about the price tag, because it's quite a big jump from Steelhead XR to Epic. I mean, when you look at the back of the head, you know, looks a lot more technology involved in the head. Is it worth the extra money? That's more for you guys to decide. So we're going to hit 5 shots again with Epic. Again, I know this is a club that hits it a long way. Thicker top line, but for me looks a bit more compact, the head. And noticeably different noise. I mean, I don't know how much you can pick up on the mic, but I think it sounds a lot softer. So obviously both cast, but I think this one definitely for me, personally, I think sound-wise and feel-wise are much better. Now, whether we see that in performance, good. But I mean, for you guys, what's performance about? Is it about how far it goes? Is it about the consistency it goes? Is it about having the correct amount of spin on the ball? Is it looks and feel? You know, is it all of those things? We'll look at some numbers shortly. And I know this is easy to hit, and you know, it is a 7 iron, but it's high, it's a good distance. But certainly looks and feel, this would tick the boxes over the Steelhead XR for me. And again, that's lovely. Really nice. And one final one. Here we go, let's have another good one. Yeah, so I think for me, you know, it is only 7 iron granted, but 5 decent ones with both clubs. Let's look at some numbers and talk about performance-wise, which one's the better iron. Okay guys, so we look at the 5 shots with each. We've got maximum ball speed 126 with both. We've got slowest ball speed of 121. So average is exactly the same at 123. Now interestingly for me, the Epic launched a little bit lower at 19.6. For me, almost 22 is a little bit high. Backspin, massive difference though. The Epic spinning at kind of just under 7,000. And again, with 7 iron, we'd be looking 6,000 to 7,000. Steelhead XR, very, very low at 5.1. Now there was one really freaky one at 3.4 that went that extra distance at 188. So average height, Steelhead XR hit it higher and hit it further, but spun less. And this is kind of where, for me, in a fitting, we'd be getting into what guys are looking for control. Some guys that are just looking for that extra distance, maybe if you only hit 7 iron 100 yards, Steelhead XR, again, if you're someone who hits it low and not very far, Steelhead XR might appeal a bit more because it seems to launch the ball higher, hits it further. But you would maybe have that challenge of whether you can stop it quick enough on the green, whereas Epic launches a bit closer to where I would expect a 7 iron to launch, but spins exactly where we want, but still gave me some good distances. And if we look at dispersion, front to back of only 173 to 168, nice and tight 5 yard spread, but we've got 188 to 171, 17 yard spread with Steelhead XR. Right guys, so then, you know, which one performs best? I mean, if you just out and out distance, for me, Steelhead XR, you know, launches higher, spins less. Almost sounds like I'm talking about a driver there, doesn't it? I think the little issue I personally would have is I think I might struggle to stop that, even though I'm hitting it very, very high with a decent angle of descent into the ground. I'm not sure Steelhead XR would tick enough boxes. Now, certainly for me, Epic kind of launched where I wanted, still had good ball speed, spun lots and lots, so gave me more control on the golf ball. So I would agree that I think overall, the best performing iron is the Epic out of the 2. Now, with the difference in price point, would that be something that you guys would consider enough to pay that extra for Epic? Comment below and let me know. Some of you guys might have tried this, might have already picked Epic. Some of you might have tried both and said, for the difference, I can take the little sacrifice the Steelhead XR gives me. But comment below and I'll try and get back to you, give me kind of your feedback and I'll feed back to you from there. So guys, hope you've enjoyed the video, comparing 2 of Callaway's current models, Steelhead XR against the new Epic iron. If you've enjoyed it, like and share it. I do really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. Follow me on all my social media platforms, subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.